My mother, modern Lady Macbeth, furiously dabbing away at the same red spot. Hadn't always been there. My abuelita in her prime was never fully dressed without a crest of crimson courage painted on her lips. A stripe of feminine fury. Reminder of monthly, bloody battle victories.
All right, so it is not your traditional movie experience, right? But that is Summertime, based on the power of the spoken word. It's dubbed as a love letter to Los Angeles, highlighting the stories of 27 diverse young adults. The movie opens this week, and Landmark Century Theater here in Chicago is going to be showing it. Joining us now to tell us a little bit more about this unique concept, Raul Herrera. There he is, straight from Los Angeles. He is a Mexican-American spoken word artist, playwright, as well as educator. Hello to you. Nice to have you.
Nice to have you. Los Angeles is saying hello to you, and thank you for showcasing the movie on your channel. We really appreciate it.
All right, from Los Angeles to Chicago, and it is coming here. As I said, it's going to play at one of our local theaters. But explain to people that maybe are watching some of these clips and are perhaps a little confused as to how this movie works.
Well, this movie is a string of vignettes of 27 different artists that I've had the pleasure to know for so many years. Some of these poets in the movie are former students of mine. A lot of them I've just been friends who grew up in the spoken word community the same time I did. So what you're going to be witnessing in this film is just a culmination of all these different cultures and backgrounds and stories all coming from Los Angeles, strung together by a central storyline of Tyrus Winter looking for a cheeseburger in Los Angeles. so it's a fun film. It's showing a different side of poetry, hopefully breaking down some of those stereotypes that poetry has to be one way, because each one of these stories and each one of these poems are completely different than the one preceding it. So I'm super excited for the world to see it.
Okay, and as we started this interview, you said to me, I am not an actor. When I went to school, I was not interested in poetry. So how did this interest sort of grow through the years? How did you build on it?
Yeah, so when I was 16, I was a jock. I did 6 years of football, 6 years of baseball, track and field, varsity, cross country. I was that guy. And but there was this feeling in my chest that I really couldn't explain. I'd wake up angry sometimes, I'd wake up sad sometimes. And I found an organization called Get Lit that has a curriculum that uses poetry to help with self-expression, to increase literacy. And I got into that organization and been with them for 10 years now. And through spoken word, through writing and reading, I really, helped become aware of my own past and my own traumas, and just continuing that road of self-discovery and performance and expression. I got to be in this opportunity to be part of a film with a whole bunch of my friends and a lot of our community members, and I'm just great to have this platform now. It's really exciting. I never would have guessed that the spoken word artist from Los Angeles, Alhambra, represent that I'd be in a movie, especially with an amazing director like Carlos Lopez Estrada, who I think really does a great job at honoring voices and honoring stories.
Yeah, this is really cool because I think it's something that people, especially our young people, our teens, don't know very much about, and maybe might have an interest but really don't know where to go or who to reach out to. Describe to them how you prepare for something like this, how you prepare for perhaps a poem that you want to write or a thought or a feeling that you want to get out to the public.
You do it every day. You do it every day. When you have a conversation with your friend, when you have a conversation with your parent, any of those tough words that you think in your head, they cause emotion. And really what poetry is emotional language. Some of your favorite songs, whether they're hip hop or country or banda, I don't care what it is. You listen to those songs because the music moves you, but I'm sure the lyrics really resonate with your soul. So all poetry really takes is you to be honest and writing those feelings out. And everyone experiences when you finally let something out, whether it's to a friend or family member, you feel so much lighter and better after. And I think that's what this movie does, is showing how accessible and just how real you can be. And you can call it poetry, you can call it acting, but really it's just expressing those thoughts that you have in your heart and your head and getting those out and knowing and hopefully reaching somebody who might feel the same. Okay. So to prepare for this movie, you just have to be honest. And a lot of the poets in here don't have acting backgrounds. However, they've been performing for years and years in front of students all over the country. So this movie just let us be ourselves, and hopefully that comes across when y'all go see it.
Okay, so before people go see it, what could they expect from you? So what is your role in this movie? Obviously, we know you have a performance part of it, but what's your poem about? What should they know before they sit down at the chair to watch this movie?
Well, you're going to see my character kind of disperse throughout the movie. My character, his name's Raul, and he's a jack of all trades. You know, he sells water guns on Venice Boulevard as a street vendor. He's a limousine driver, and then he's a poet on the weekends. So what you can expect from the poem, I won't tell you when it happens, but the poem is just a culmination of the time that we spend on the things that we spend them with. So the whole poem's about time and what we do with it. So yeah, as a limousine driver, whatever your hustle is, you know, everyone has a dream, and that's kind of what my character embodies in the poem as well.
I love it. How long did it take you to put something like that together? So I'm sure you had to polish it and go back a few times.
I wrote that poem. The poem's called Clouds. I wrote that poem 6 years ago, and originally it was about my uncle who had passed away through, you know, just not good circumstances, and I didn't get the opportunity to say bye to him because I'd rather do other stuff. I could have said bye and I didn't. So the poem was about him initially, and you know, after reworking it and re-editing it, it turned into what it is now. And so to prepare, I've been doing that poem like across stages for 6 years. So, and it was really, really different to finally have a camera in my face. There's people on top of a limousine, and I'm like, this feels a little different, but I just put myself back into the space where I wrote that poem, and now I get to honor my uncle forever in this film.
Okay, spoken word artist, I want you to give us your 30-second pitch on Summertime. If we've got 30 seconds left in the show, what do people need to know about this movie that may convince them to head out there?
If you are a youth who's looking for someone to relate to, we have 27 different stories in this film. It doesn't matter if you're from Los Angeles, from Chicago, from New York. I think everybody has a story, and those stories are just one poem away. Those stories are from one ear away from somebody listening to them. So please, if you're a youth looking for a place to relate to somebody, to see other youth speaking their truth and empowering themselves with their words, this is for you. Also, if you're an adult, if you're not a youth anymore, this is an amazing way to get more understanding of young stories and some of the, you know, experiences that we're having in this new age. So whether you're younger, you're older, this is a great way to figure out where the world's at.
Great pitch, great pitch. Thank you so much. Again, Summertime out in theaters this week. You can watch it here in the Chicago area. Landmark Theaters will be showing it. So thank you so much. Good luck to you.